So, what do you think the topic should be for today?
Been thinking it over. I'm not really got the perfect thing yet, you know?
Yeah, me either. I've been thinking. Hey, have you seen Suicide Squad yet? Yeah, duh. Of course you have. Nerds. Hey, get that orange small hand away from me. I'm a Trump. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Matube. I'm Steve,
And I'm Chris.
and this week's episode is obviously about Trump. And just so everyone knows, we want you to tune in and stay tuned. You're gonna love it because we have a special guest
You
star.
can thank us later.
Yes, and she is amazing. And you can see her right here. We're gonna try to put her right in between us, right up there, this general area. And you guys will enjoy. So stay tuned. I think the first one you got to touch on is immigration.
Yeah, I mean, that's sort of the elephant in the room, isn't it?
Yep, that's the big one for Trump. Gonna build the wall, people. There's gonna be a wall.
Of course, presidents have been building all kinds of things without our permission, forcing us to pay for them. So, I mean,
That's very true. So why not another wall, or a wall, I suppose? And why don't if we're gonna do that, why don't we build one along the northern border and keep them Canadians out? You know, eh? Because I'm sorry, but I don't need no hockey or maple syrup.
how are the Canucks at pole vaulting?
I feel like the one thing that's gonna really trump the wall, if you will, will be a ladder, a tall ladder, just slightly tall enough above the wall. So like you build the wall this tall, they'll build the ladder this tall. You build the wall this tall, they'll build the ladder this tall, and it just kind of climbs.
Oh, I see what this is all about now.
What?
Ladders and walls race. He's trying to spur the economy.
Oh, is this his New Deal? It's like New Deal Part Two.
I bet you anything, the guy's buying like all kinds of wall and ladder stock as we speak.
Although another thing that'll happen with the wall is the tunnels that they're already building. I'm just saying they've been building tunnels under the ground when there's not even a wall there. So what do you think the first thing they're going to do is when they see the wall, they're going to go.
No, I like Trump's strategy though for stopping illegal immigration. The one strategy no one ever talks about, and that's he's going to tank the economy so bad they're all going to run back to Mexico.
That's true.
35% tariff? Really?
Wow. Yeah, that's a good way to start a tariff war with other countries. That'll stagnate the whole world economy, I would imagine, wouldn't it? Like,
Uh, it certainly helped do the job back in the 1930s, the Hawley Smoot tariff, which had been the highest one up to that point, on like some upwards of 1,000 different goods that were coming into the country.
Lord.
1930, they did that. And
What is Holly's problem? Why would she do that?
Hmm?
Holly Smoot? Other than immigration, I guess his other big one is. Well, I guess this is actually immigration too, and this is something you wanted to touch on, is the whole Muslim thing. We've got to keep the Muslims out, and the ones that are here. What are we going to do, Chris? What are we going to do with the Muslims that are here?
We're going to make them register. We have to. We have to.
We have to. It's always we have to.
We have to. That's his answer to everything. We have to.
So we're going to make millions of people register. Are they going to have to wear a crescent moon on their sleeve?
People have either got no sense of history or no even imagination to go from a registration to what's likely to follow, what what could only follow, because why register them if you're not going to put them at the top of every suspect list for every murder, every robbery, every time someone just farts in the wrong direction. You're going to have Muslims at the top of the suspect list. On top of that, something else we need to hit on is how Republican is he really? Because this is right out of FDR's playbook.
Right.
I mean, the eventuality is what happened back in the 1940s with 3 words: Japanese internment camps. See, I don't even know that Trump is a racist.
Right.
I know he's ignorant,
Yes.
but he's certainly not willing to put the kibosh on any of his supporters that do happen to be racist.
Right.
I mean,
Though, how much control could he actually have? That's
they
another
gave-
one thing that I dislike about what people say about Trump is he should control his supporters. Well, you can try to control anything that you want to control, but you can tell them to stop, but it doesn't mean they're going to stop. Like, hey, you stop being a racist. I said so. You're one of my supporters. You better go up there.
well, let's
be
think back
racist.
to the David Duke endorsement. How he did jack shit about that.
Yeah, he finally came out and said something about that. Though,
Yeah,
didn't
when
he?
everyone called him on it repeatedly.
Yeah,
all
but
you had to do is say, David Duke, I appreciate your support, but thanks, but no thanks. Fuck off.
to play devil's advocate, though, I think that he plays into those kind of things so that he, if you don't say you're against something, you're not automatically for it. So he's not saying he's against it. That way, the people that are for it will still vote for him. You see what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, it's a game I think he's been playing all along.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Pandering.
Yeah, and he's like, do I want to alienate any potential voters, even if they're terrible people? Trump's not even going to think in terms like that.
No.
That's my problem with Trump. He doesn't think in terms like that. And
No,
I'm not
unfortunately.
saying racist specifically, and not all Trump supporters are racists.
Yeah, that's actually a point we want to make in this video is not all Trump supporters are racist. There are a few people who I think they actually buy into his outsiderness, or he's a businessman, or he's this, he's that, he's going to change things. They're buying into that story. It's not a true story, and it's not going to happen, but they're buying into it, and they're not racist.
It's just kind of ill-defined blanket bigotry. It doesn't even have to be focused on race, really.
I don't think you can mention his foreign policy without mentioning his ties to Russia and Putin. I mean, it seems like all of a sudden there's become this connection when I didn't even realize there was until not too long ago.
I don't know, it seems like old Vladdy boy can't say enough nice things about him.
So I would like to talk to Trump directly, because I know he's watching. If you mention Trump, he's gonna watch. So, how's it going, Donnie, Donaldson? What's up? I would like to implore and beg and plead and ask that you drop out, because while you're in the race, Gary can't win. He can't. But if you drop out, Gary wins. America wins. We all win.
If you really, really want to stop Hillary, you'll do this
You will.
for us.
For us. For all of us. Don't worry. You can still own your hotels and do your Celebrity Apprentice.
You've got your big publicity bump already. I mean, what
more do you
more is
want?
there?
Yeah, there's nothing left. So please, I'm begging you. Donnie, please, Don. Drop out.
Make America great again. You realize, Steve, that all Donald probably heard in all of that was Trump, blah, 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 Trump, Donnie, Trump, blah, 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 Trump.
Pretty much. All right, everyone. Have a good night. So the new segment for this week is just a comment, and we're going to respond to the comment. And our guest star is
Kristin Hawthorne. Take it away, Kristin.
Hi everybody, my name is Kristin Hawthorne, also known as Hawthorne the Cruel, de facto queen of the galaxy. I have a topic for you guys. How about we talk about the way the libertarians invited in the disaffected Republicans and the disaffected Democrats, saying that if you don't want to vote for Hillary and you can't bring yourself to vote for Trump, you come check us out. You might like Gary Johnson. After all, he's a pretty good amalgamation of Republican and Democrat. Well, along with that came a lot of these alt-right white nationalists, Trump supporters, that have come to the libertarian page because they heard libertarians are okay with bigotry and racism. They haven't gone to check out our platform. They haven't seen that we are not keen on bigotry and racism, but rather freedom of association, and that we are trying to end institutionalized racism and bigotry by giving every individual freedom. These vulgar, crass, rude, nasty people. And we've let them in, and because we're libertarians, we don't believe in censorship, so they're spouting, and they are basically taking these disaffected Republicans and convincing them that libertarians support the same crap Trump supports, which is going to affect Johnson's ability to get elected, and it makes me very unhappy. And you shouldn't like it when your queen is unhappy. So if you'll talk about that, that would make me very happy. Oh, Chris, give this to my high priest for me, please. Live free. I command it.
Well, what I think is, as long as the purists of the party maintain control of the platform, we should be okay. I mean, yeah, sure, there's some bad people coming in, but it's not going to be that big of a deal, I don't think, because they'll leave eventually when they see they can't make any change.
Well, Steve, that was a very calm, reasonable, rational response you had there.
Yeah.
That's not good enough. The Queen is displeased. So let me tell you what's going to happen. The only proper response to people misusing their First Amendment rights is more people using them correctly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay the smackdown on every one of these alt-right pretenders who wants to take a kernel of truth and pile on misinformation, blanket generalizations, and a healthy dose of hysteria about what those people are going to be doing to our country. And yeah, if you want to argue with me over it, people on aforementioned libertarian group, go ahead, lay the hammer down. Mine's bigger.
Alright, well, there you have it. Like and share and comment this video, and find us on Facebook at Rock County Libertarian Party. Everyone have a nice night.
See ya.